Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brendan and today we have on board 20 Strong Tanglewoods Red, one of the newest games in the 20 Strong series of games. This one has sort of a fairy tale fantasy theme going on where you'll be taking, in our case, Little Red Riding Hood, traversing the forest, trying to make it to Grandma's house and take down the big bad wolf to secure a victory here. If you're not familiar with 20 Strong, you're in luck today. Last time I did not explain the rules, but I figured with the Tanglewoods decks being sent out to backers right now, maybe somebody is new here, doesn't know what's going on, so I'm going to try to give a brief overview, but if you already know what's going on, I'll leave a timestamp in the video below, so you can just skip ahead of that. So yeah, brief overview. So 20 Strong is a core system where you're using various colors of dice. You've got yellow dice, green, blue, and purple, and red. Each die has a certain number of hits on it, and most of them have some misses on them. So this plus, you've got a little hit. This plus with the little circle around is a crit. So every die has exactly one crit on it, and then has a variable amount of hits and misses on it. So yeah, yellow have 2, green have 3, blue have 4, purple's have 5. The red die has all 6 sides being hit, but one of them is a crit side, so you still have a reason to roll that. But yeah, based upon your character and your stats, so you've got health. If your health runs out, you lose. That one seems obvious. You've got your strategy. Your strategy determines multiple things, and in the new Tanglewood sets, it'll determine even more. We'll get to that later. But basically, what strategy does is that it determines how many times you get to roll and apply your dice before you've got to suffer the damage from the enemies you're fighting. This little green arrow is how many dice you get back every engagement combat. So that's going to be very important because as you use dice to defeat enemies, you're going to be maybe potentially whittling down your resources. So you got to carefully plan out your resources, try to get the correct amount of dice back, not spend too much stuff. And sometimes you just got to take a hit because if the enemies do damage to you but you don't die, you still get to pull dice back. So that's just how it is sometimes. That's the basics of the 20 strong system. Now, Tanglewoods series, they're all pretty different in terms of gameplay, but they do have some similar mechanics between the 3 decks. So there's Tanglewoods Red, which is what we're playing today. There's also Tanglewoods White, like Snow White taking on the evil stepmother. And then Tanglewoods Gold, where Goldilocks will be taking down those mean bears. But yeah, every Tanglewoods game has this system where you have a gold, and so you keep track of your gold with this chip that you can spin. Keep track of your money, and you can use that money to do various things. There's a merchant in all 3 games where you can buy stuff. All of the enemies in the game have a bribe, as you can see here, which means you can pay them to make them go away instead of having to fight them, which is nice. And a lot of the enemies in this game, as a reward, give you gold. And go, as like I said, you can go to the merchant, which I have over here. The merchant will have a various amount of items and also different effects you can use. You can get back dice, you can buy items, upgrade items. I'll show you some items later when we get to the merchant. Yeah, and then also over here we've got these map cards. So this right here is Grandma's house. Underneath Grandma's house is a bunch of other cards that we have to go through before we can get to Grandma's house. And this game sort of uses a Slay the Spire system where you'll start here at the cottage or home, I guess is what it's called. And then you'll pick one of these little lines to follow, a path. Depending on the path you choose determines the types of encounters you have. But not only that, but all of these beautiful green cards are double-sided. On the back of them is a nighttime side. The nighttime side generally is just worse. You're going to be fighting more bad stuff. So there is that. But yeah, those will connect up here and you'll keep going along a path, and I'll sort of scoot that down as we go along. Oh yeah, and also in Tanglewoods, we've got this, or Red, we've got this scouting line. So we get to see some of the enemies that are coming up. So we get to sort of plan and prepare for the future. That makes a big sort of decision-making strategery. The character we're playing today is Red. So the characters in Tanglewoods have a flip mechanic where they can flip back and forth between the different sides based on some kind of a trigger. We're going to start on Big Red's side. Normally in Red, you start with one of each die color banished. So all these dice would normally be banished. They'd be gone. Well, gone is not exactly correct because the merchant can sell you back banished dice. But Big Red starts the game with the red die, which is awesome because the red die is very good. And she can banish the red die to do 4 damage to an enemy that would be defeated by it. So normally the strategy I go with red is that I try to buy back the banished dice so I get access to that red die and I can keep recurring it and keep buying it back so I can keep using her ability. But there's some even deeper tech, some maybe not, if you're maybe played red a few times and you're kind of struggling and you've played Big Red, you don't quite understand her strategy all the way. I'll be showing you a tip along the way that will maybe get you that first win against the big bad wolf or the bigger, badder wolf if you're feeling feisty. That's pretty much it. The different knows different things. We'll cover that along the way. Let's just start this playthrough, shall we? So we're starting here at home. First thing we do is we'll travel along a path. So we're going to pick which node we want to go to. Actually, before we do that, we can do some exploring. So what you can do is you can roll blue or yellow dice, and that's how you put out new map cards. That's how we traverse this twisted Tanglewoods, the forest. If the thing is, if the die rolls a hit, you add a daytime side. If it rolls a miss, you add a nighttime side. But after you use the dice to explore the forest, they exhaust. So it's kind of a how much do you want to spend to get good map cards versus keeping them for enemies and that kind of thing. So for now, before we go anywhere, I guess we will. Also, how many dice you use determines how many items you get to see at the merchant. I'm going to say we spend 2 blues for now. So I'm going to roll them one at a time. Hopefully we get a hit or a crit. All right, that's a hit. So we're going to add a daytime side to our forest. So I'll pull from the bottom of this pile and I'll just connect those dots. As you can see, it's sort of the Slay the Spireness of the game is sort of making itself apparent. All right, and that die is going to get exhausted. We'll put that there. And then I'm going to roll one more. And another hit, not a crit. A crit would give me 1 gold. That's all right. Another hit, some more daytime. We like daytime. Daytime is good. Actually, if you're wondering why I'm just immediately losing dice at the start of the game, I usually like to go left here because this little trap node 66% of the time gives you 2 dice back, so I like to go for that. But if we miss that, then we'll just be in deep trouble and you guys won't learn anything. But that's all right. Learn from my mistakes. So we'll go left. And so first you resolve the outer part of the node, and then you resolve what's inside of it. So we've got just a regular circle, which means it's a plain encounter, nothing crazy. We're fighting one bad guy. So this dude here, Prickle is his name, and pricking is his game. So as soon as he gets put into the encounter, you pull them from the left side, and they just kind of slide over. Hey, another Prickle's coming down the pipe. The thing about Prickle that's annoying is that he gets oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. So normally what you do, after you explore, you immediately go to the merchant before you do any fighting. So let's rewind time. Man, wouldn't be a BVB gameplay without a little bit of rewinding time, right? So, because I spent 2 dice while exploring, I get to go to the merchant, and I'm going to see 2 items. So we've got birch bark, which if your health be reduced to 0, you can set it back to 1. So guardian angel or whatever you prefer. And then we see the veil, which is also a single-use item that can negate the effects of 1 non-boss enemy till the end of the current conflict. I don't really like either of these items particularly. I mean, the birch bark is obviously useful. It's kind of cheap, I guess. Maybe I should buy the birch bark. It's only $3. So let's see. We've got 13 gold. We've got a bunch of dice banished. I'm going to buy back some banished dice. So I want to save $5 so I can bribe Prickle. So if I spend 9, I'll have $4. That's not enough. If I spend... So each banished die is $3, 3 gold. So I'll buy back 2 banished dice. That knocks me down from 13 to 7. Still gives me some money to bribe. That means I won't be able to buy birch bark if I do that. So another thing you can do with the merchant is spend $4 to upgrade an item, which flips it over. And so the birch bark becomes the birch bark armor. Basically, if you would die, it gives you a little bit more health back instead. That seems kind of expensive for all things considered. We don't need armor. We just need our dice. Yeah, that's going to be great. All right, now we've gone to the merchant. Now we can fight Prickle. All right, now we slide everything over. And I'm going to bribe him because he has 5 health and 2 attack if he's by himself. So that's going to knock me from 7 down to 2. Because I bribed him, I don't get any of his rewards or anything, but I don't have to spin dice to fight him. So yeah, we'll just keep moving on. Technically it's like a new round. So I could explore again if I want to, use some more dice, visit the merchant again. I have $2. I don't really need more map cards. I got enough map cards up here, so we're just gonna move on, moving on. So first you resolve the outline. This outline is called a trap. You roll a blue die. If you roll a hit, you get 2 dice back. If you roll a miss, then the card flips to its nighttime side, which is bad. So we're going to take one of these exhausted blue dice, give it a roll. All right, thank goodness. So I immediately recovered 2 dice. I'll take those 2 blues I burned earlier. And now we're just fighting a Rin, which is not ideal. Let's see what else is coming. Oh man, all of our fun friends are coming. So Rin banishes the strongest die that's applied to him. So because of that, I'm kind of tempted to use Big Red's banish and just banish a singular red die, not even roll it. Oh man, if I was thinking, I would have explored again. Since I'm gonna, maybe not. I don't know. It's fine. So we'll go into combat. We'll fight this stinking bird. And I'm going to just banish the red die using red's ability. And I banish that, so I get 3 gold. So it puts me up to $5, which isn't a lot of money, but it's enough for now. And because I banished the red die, her Big Red's flip trigger says, after banishing, red die flip. So we're flipping. So her other ability allows her to explore with 1 purple die when she explores, if the red die is banished. And then after she explores a nighttime map card, she flips. Yeah. So we don't have enough money really to buy things we want. So we're just gonna move on. So next round, we're not gonna do any map exploration. We're just gonna move straight up the line. That's the only way we can move. So I'm just gonna move this card out of the way. Make sure when you pull the cards out that you don't flip them, because which side they were on matters potentially. So I'll pull this down so we can see what's going on. So I land on this node. This box says you have 1 fewer strategy. So instead of 3 strategy, I have 2 strategy right now. And we're fighting the Abacon. It's a nasty, nasty enemy. Because if you don't defeat him, he shows up in the final boss. So, and he gives a decent amount of money. It's going to cost a lot of dice to defeat him. I'm going to roll 6 dice. This is probably a terrible idea. But you know what? It's okay. It's going to give us $7. It'll be worth it. Ooh, that die is crooked. It's fine. No one noticed that. So we got a crit. So now he's down to 5, down to 4, 3, 2. So I have 1. Okay. So this die has a 4 and 6 of hitting. This die has a 5 and 6 of hitting. But if I don't do it, then we're going to be in a sad place. Do I spend one more die just to make sure this happens? I'm going to do it. I don't like it, but I really need this money. I can buy back some dice from the merchant or something. Hey, the green die rolled a miss anyway, so I wasted it. That's okay. We defeated him. We get 7 gold. Put this back up to 12. All these dice exhaust. This goes over here. We get to pull back 2 dice, which is not a lot. That is a sad amount of dice. And I'm out of blue dice. I could pull back a blue. I think we're going to burn a yellow and end up flipping ourselves. So, yeah. Okay. So that is the end of the round. Next round, we're going to explore the forest again. We're going to roll a singular yellow die this time. This is probably going to miss and flip us, but okay. If you watched my last video, you probably still think I'm cheating. I just rolled a crit on a yellow, which pulls out a daytime map card, and it gives me 1 gold. It does exhaust, but still, cheating is good. All right, map. Give me the map. Wow, that is a nice looking map card. Look at that. So these little hairy, pointy-eared wolf-looking dudes are wolf pack enemies. I didn't explain how that works, actually. I probably should have done that. That would have been a smart thing to do. Basically, if you make it to the big bad wolf and you don't take out a bunch of his cronies, then they basically make the big bad wolf scarier and angrier at the end of the game. So you want to take out as many wolf pack enemies along the way as you can. From my experience of this game, which is 6 games, the minimum number of wolf packs I've taken out and still won is 2. There's 5 total. So, yeah. Try to take out as many as we can to make that last fight easier without dying. All right. Since we explored that map card, we get to go to the merchant, and she shows us exactly 1 item. When you would exhaust the red, you may banish it to get red crit. You may banish it to get health. That is a hard pass from me. Thank you, Baba Yaga. I don't want that. I think we buy back our dice. So we can recover the weakest exhausted die. That sucks. Weakest banished die is a little bit more expensive. Yeah, if I pay $9, I can get the red die back. So these 3 were banished. That's $9. 9 from 12 leaves us with $3, which means I'm not going to be bribing another prickle anytime soon. All right, visited the merchant. Did not roll a miss on the yellow, which is slightly sad. So we're going to come do this. Wait a second. Am I dumb? Oh, I can pay 2 gold. Whew. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this blighted enemy. What is that nonsense? That's going to be terrible. All right. We're going to go here. So we pay the toll. Banish any die or pay 2 gold. We're going to pay 2 gold. Go down to 1. And then we, when you go to one of these little books, that's called a fable. You pull off the bottom of the deck and see what happens. We got Alpha as our card. Either discard this card or +1 to 2 different stats and set Alpha next to the final boss. And then it gives him a falling effect. He has +1 health, +1 attack for each Wolfpack enemy that wasn't defeated. Oh my. Do like stats. That will make him extraordinarily strong if I don't take out all of his buddies. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. +1 to 2 different stats. So we'll set this aside. The big bad wolf's going to be an alpha wolf. So we'll take a recovery and a strategy. And because we didn't fight, we don't get a recovery dice. And now it's a new round. So now I'm going to roll 1 yellow to explore again. And it's definitely going to miss this time, right? So I can flip and banish my red. Okay, good job, yellow die. You did your job finally. So I rolled a miss, so we pull out a nighttime card. Not that you can see it because it's way up there, but I'll show it to you when I flip it over. Whew, that's a doozy. That is a doozy. This is why the nighttime cards are terrible. That's a Wolfpack enemy and 4 friends. Yeah, we do not want that in our lives, but given the fact that I put out that alpha card, we might have to try our best. All right, so we explored. Technically, we go to the merchant. We don't have any money, but we still have to burn an item. Hopefully, it's not a good one. Fairy Godmother's Aid. We have $1, so we're literally too poor to buy this thing. It's sad because it's a cool item. Actually, it kind of doesn't go with my strategy of not banishing dice. So, but basically, it lets you like banish dice. You can roll the banish dice and apply them. It's an interesting strategy. All right, we visited the merchant. We're moving forward, which means we can condense our map. Pull it down. So now we're fighting just Prickle, and he is going to be very unhappy with us. He's blighted. So blighted means he gets +2 health, so he's at 5 health, and his ability says he has +2 health, so he's at 7 health, and he cannot be bribed. 7 health, and he does 3 damage. So we have to kill him. Oh, right, I forgot. Because I explored a nighttime map card, we flip over back to the big red, the Wolf Huntress. Man, he's only worth 3 gold. Absolutely terrible. We're gonna have to get that red die back after this. Okay, this is doable. He has 7 health. 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. So what I'm gonna do is... Oh wait, I need 1 less die. I have 4 rolls. Let's just start with 1 purple and 1 red. So even though he has 7 health, I can take out 4 with my banish die ability, which means I have to take out 3 health. But the cool thing about red, actually I'll just roll the dice and we'll see what happens. Let's see if I can show off. Okay, that's a purple miss. That's a nice start. All right, we'll do roll number 2. That's just 2 damage. All right, we'll add in a purple. Roll number 3. We were being greedy before. I just missed the dice tray. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this will do. All right, now I can show you what I'm talking about. So I have 3 hits here, which is like not enough to do 7 damage. But I can put 3 of those hits on this enemy. So at this point in time, Prickle has 4 health left. Using Big Red's ability to banish this red die, I can defeat Prickle. Even though the red die is already on Prickle, you can still banish it. And if for, let's say for example, we had Toadstool Imp out here, right? You could apply the die to him, he would die, and then you could banish it to defeat someone else, and he would still stay dead. That is the magic of red. That is the secret strategy, the secret sauce, as it were. So we're banishing the red die. It goes over here. She flips. We do get our gold, which is $3. Not a lot, but it's enough to buy back the red die. That puts me up to $4. All right, all those exhaust. Prickle goes away. I get 3 dice back. I'll take back 3 purples. All right. So our dice pool's looking okay. We've got 4 purples. Not sure if you can see them. 1 blue, 3 greens, 2 yellows. We're slowly running out of dice, but... Oh, we have a Yummin. Ugh, that's gross. Yummin is annoying. All right. Cool. I recovered dice, so it's the next round. So activation, we're going to explore. I am going to explore. We're going to go see the merchant. We need to buy back that red die. So we need this yellow die to miss. It rolled a crit again. Yeah, when you explore, you select up to 3 and then you roll them one at a time. So you make the decision of how many you're gonna roll before you start rolling them. So 33% of the time, it does not work every time. So we get $1. We add a daytime card. Add that up top where you can't see. And we'll visit the merchant with our $5. Before activating a Fable node, you may exhaust one ready die to discard a scattered enemy. That is not worth it, unfortunately. Actually, let's look at the flip side, just in case. Before activating, you may discard a scattered enemy. Okay. The upgraded side, I guess, is nice, decent. Be really good to get rid of stuff like this Yemen guy. This guy is a menace to society. We're not going to have money to bribe people, so we'll spend 3 to get this red die back, and we'll pull back a yellow for 2, I guess. That's all of my money, down to $0. All right, we are poor. Thanks, merchant. All right, now that we've explored, we've lost an item that didn't matter. We're going to go straight on to the wolf pack. So it's a wolf pack enemy +2. So just these two nerds. All right, so we'll pull a wolf pack enemy from the bottom. There's the big bad wolf, by the way. Seems like a nice guy, right? Kind of. Sinister smile. That's what gives it away. Anyway. Hey, it's Growl. At the start of each strategy phase, after the first, explore a nighttime forest card. Oh, well, that's actually kind of convenient. So, my ability says, after exploring a nighttime map card, flip. And this says, after each strategy phase, after the first, explore a nighttime forest card. So, after the second strategy phase, she will flip back, which means I can then use her banish ability, which we're probably going to need with the amount of health we're going to be dealing with here. So we'll pull in these 3. We'll just leave them right here. We don't need to scout any more things right now. Man, this is a lot of health to cut through. We technically don't. Actually, we do need to kill everybody. Because we just don't have the health. This guy gives us a bunch of money. His other effect doesn't go off because it only goes off during nighttime. This one's going to add nighttime cards. So we need to take this guy out kind of quickly. Oh, it's a special effect. Gross. All right, we need to end this encounter quickly. All right. But not too quickly. Oh yeah, this yellow die I had in the dice tray is exhausted. Okay, so 10 damage. My goodness, we need 10 damage. All right. This is going to be a fast playthrough where I die horribly. 10 damage. Because so we've got 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 1 is 14, minus 4 from my ability is 10. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9 if everything just rolls a hit. I've got 4 purples, a blue, a red, 3 greens. I have 4 strategy phases, but we really only want to do 2 strategy phases. That's the ideal amount of strategy phases. We do 1, we do the second one, we pull out a nighttime card, we flip, we take everything out. That is the dream. This is a lot of dice. Having a Yemen with a... Yeah, okay. It's fine. Alright. We like crits. Crits are good. Oh, this is an instant reward. So technically we don't have to defeat the Yemen, but I've already committed a lot of dice, so I cannot go back on that plan. Okay, we got a blue hit here. We'll just hit this guy. So his gold, yeah, his gold reward is 1 plus your highest stat. So I have 4 for my highest stat, so that's $5. And by the way, you can't bribe people mid-fight, in case you were wondering. So yeah, there is that. This guy's defeated. This guy has 3 damage. Yep. All right. Roll number 2. So, start of each strategy phase. So right now, a nighttime card comes out. The start of the second strategy phase. Got ourselves a little doozy here. Add that to the top where you can't see it. Because I explored a nighttime card, I flip. So now we can banish that red die. Hopefully we get some hits here, some crits maybe. Yeah. Oh, all my greens are missing. Not good. Wish I had those blues right now. All right, well, I guess we're going to add another nighttime card, which is sad for us. Hey, here's this card. Just keep adding them way up there where you can't see them. All right, strategy number 3. We have 4 total, so really need to roll some hits here. Okay, there's the crit luck we normally have. So this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the die rolled a miss. So when I defeat this guy, I get +1 health. So I'll go up to. Actually, you know what? Let's do something. Let's do something crazy. Let's not apply this crit yet. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4 on him. This guy has 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 3 health left. We'll banish the red die. That defeats him. So we'll tap him. When I banish the red die, my character flips. Whoop. Now we put this last damage on this guy. We get +1 health, up to 3, and it says you may flip your hero, and I will, because I don't want to explore any more nighttime map cards. That's the other way to do that. Oh boy, that was a lot of dice. I never got the gold from Yemen. He gives me 6 gold, puts me up to 11. $11. Oh boy. So everything's gonna exhaust. All these guys are gonna. This guy's just. We'll just put him over here. Technically, these are. Oh, you know what? I realize I have one more strategy now. So we'll just do that. Yeah, whatever. So 1, 2, 3, the 4th enemy. So I have a recovery of 3. I can pull back 3 whole dice. Yeah, that's not good at all. I'll pull back 2 purples and a blue. Yeah, those are the 3 dice I'll pull back. All right. Okay, that's the end of the round. Next round, we will explore. We're going to use a blue die to do it, because we need this to be a daytime card. Okay, rolled a hit. That gets exhausted. Running out of map cards. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful bonfire. Let's take a peek at the back. What do you guys think is on the back? Huh? Pleasant little fire in the nighttime? Wrong. terrible, but we didn't get that, so we're all right for now. We'll put that way over there. All right, we rolled one die to explore, so we're going to see one item from the merchant. It shows us the well. So let's just search the forest deck, forest cards to add one. Not worth it. But we will buy a bunch of dice back. So first things first, we'll spend 3, go down to 8, buy the red die back. We need that die. Fortunately, in this deck, you can only buy back the weakest exhausted die for 2. So nothing coming up needs to be bribed. So that's good. So we'll spend 2, 4, get 2 yellows. Puts me down to $4. I guess we'll just spend all of it. Spend 4 more to get back a couple greens. Yeah, down to $0. Okay, so we explored. Now we have to decide which. Wait a second. Trying to decide which way I want to go here. You know what? We'll put back one of our green dice. Save the $2 for this toll, I guess. Oh, you know what I realized? I forgot something. Yemen has an after effect that says gain as an item. Discarding if needed. Its effect is the following. During each resolve phase, you may choose to skip recovery dice. If you do, discard Yemen. It can't be discarded any other way. So this is just going to sit in my pocket. This terrible, evil, fluffy panda thing. Taking up a spot in my inventory. Thankfully, I have 4 inventory slots, and I am not using any of them. So he's down there. You can't see him. He's below my card. But he's always watching. All right. There we go. Now we're not cheating. So we saved $2. We unspent. We'll come this way. We'll spend $2. That's why I unspent the money. We'll pull in one enemy. It's just going to be this one. Yeah, we'll just slide this slightly over, I guess. Can't decide how I want to do this. All right. Wither. Just 1 health. Pretty simple. But you flip a daytime card in your path to nighttime, or add a nighttime card to your path, then draw and trigger a Fable card. Yeah. It's alright. We'll fight it. We're just going to use the red die because it doesn't miss. So I'm looking at this guy. He gets stronger the more exhausted yellow dice you have. But he also gives you more money, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm just going to use the red die. I don't know why I'm rolling it. She has 1 health. I have defeated her. I get 2 gold. Back to 2. Alright, After Effect. Flip a daytime card. Oh, you know what? We can condense the map a little bit. Let's do that real quick. Pull this down so you can see what we're working with. Flip a daytime card in your path to nighttime, or add a nighttime card to your path. It's on the back of this card. Nothing good. I don't like either of these cards being flipped. Not one bit. Man. Okay, what does this one become? This one's basically the same. Oh, it goes from a trap to a toll. Yeah, let's not flip that one. Let's take another look at this one. Some nice fire. That's gross. How many cards do I have left in the map deck? 2 regular forest cards and Granny's house. Need to save exploring nighttime cards for when she's flipped. So I guess we're going to flip one. Guess. No, we'll do this one way up here. Because what you can't see off camera is that there's a fire right before it, so double fire right in a row. It'll be good. Alright, we flipped a daytime card to nighttime, and now we're going to draw and trigger a fable off the bottom. Sundown. Remove all daytime cards from your path and shuffle them into the forest deck. If at least 2 were removed this way, +1 to any stat. What is that combination of nonsense I just experienced? Oh, that's terrible. I just flipped a card to nighttime. Oh, man. Okay. I have 1 daytime card in my path, and it gets shuffled back in. That is sad. That is just Despacito. Oh, man. All right. Well, that's just great. So remove it and shuffle it back in. I'm assuming that the map it condenses when you remove it, surely. All right, I shuffled it back in, put it under Granny's house. Let's pull down this long pile of nighttime we have coming. Oh yeah, we never recovered for the Wither encounter, so we get 3 dice back. 1, 2. Do we want a blue? I'll take a blue, just in case. Just in case. All right, then we come up to this Wolfpack node. We roll a blue die because it's a trap. Please give me dice back and don't bone me. That's a crit. Not that it matters, but we're excited to see it anyway. Not really. We burned our crit luck. Now it's gone. Okay, so because we rolled a hit on the blue die on a trap, we get 2 dice back. We'll take a purple and a blue. And now we're just fighting a singular Wolfpack enemy by himself. Quite nice compared to how things can be. It's Rowdy, the Rowdy Rough Man. He's a jerk. At the start of the engagement, for each ready purple, either activate an additional enemy, discard an item, or -1 to any stat. Now, what you might be thinking is that I can get rid of Yaman, but Yaman says if this item cannot be discarded for any other reason. So I'm going to just go on a wild guess here and say that Yaman cannot be discarded. I have 4 ready purples. Man. Activate an additional enemy. Discard an item or -1 to any stat. Non-boss enemies have +1/+1 while he's alive. Man, if I had known he was coming, I wouldn't have pulled back so many purple dice. Well, I'll activate 1 additional enemy. Then I have 3 more. I have to make this decision 3 more times. You know what? We don't need 4 strategy. Let's knock it down to 3. That's 2. We need 2 more. 2 more decisions to make. Additional enemy. Ooh, Sheldon. Get out of here, Sheldon. I wish this guy were like just brought in. I could just exhaust things before Rowdy happens. What to do? What to do? -1 day stat, activate additional enemies. I mean, the runt is pretty annoying. I could banish the red. I should be able to commit it until he's done so. How much health do I have? Technically, I don't have to defeat Rowdy. Like the Rowdy gives other people plus attack is just annoying. All right, we'll take a hit to the. Bleh. All right, man, this is tough. This is a very important decision. I have $2. I'm not bribing nothing. This is just what a terrible time for this to happen to us. You know what? We'll just take down our health down by 2. What could go wrong? All right, so it's just you and me, Magneto. All right. All right, my strategy is 3, so I can only see 3 enemies now, which is fine. I've got a leprechaun coming up. All right, so it's Rowdy and Weevil. Weevil's a 2/2 now because of Rowdy. I have to kill everything because I have made bad decisions in my life. I think we're going to use our Banish here to take out an enemy. 3 rolls. You get 3 dice back. When we defeat him, we roll all exhausted dice. I should have pulled an additional enemy because the exhaust penalty isn't as bad right now. Oh well, mistakes were made. Okay, we're just going to roll these. Nice, rolled a miss. So, oh, I committed too many dice. I'm a fool. All right, we're going to do the thing I mentioned earlier. So he's down to 4 health. We'll banish the red die, which defeats him. Put this over here. Roll all exhausted dice. So I'll keep these aside for now. And recover each die that rolls a hit. That's his reward. Not worth it. Everything rolled a hit except for this green. So that's pretty great. Like that. And I've got a purple here for this guy, which gives me just 1 gold. Man, 1 gold. So I can barely buy back my red die if I want to. All right, Weevil's down, Rowdy's down. Oh yeah, I get to pull back 3 dice because of my recovery. So we're back to the almost full dice pool. We're missing our red die because we banished it, but that's okay. All right, that's the end of that encounter. Let's move forward. Let's go to the bonfire. Let's tick up the health by 2. So bonfires give you 2 health or 1 to your recovery or 1 to your strategy. Right now, I feel like I need the health. And I really wish I could somehow get that wolf encounter without dying horribly, but this combination of people, leprechaun's not going to help either. Just don't think we have the... Don't think we have it. Okay. Do we want to go to the merchant? Buy our red back. If we do that, we can't pay the toll. This guy weren't in that fight, I would be down. Because of this guy's ability, I kind of want to visit the merchant right now. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to roll a blue. Oh, I forgot to flip after I banished that die. Yeah, I might have to roll a yellow so we can flip. Yeah, let's do it. Roll a yellow. Yep, rolled a miss. So we add a nighttime card. Hooray. This is not a good nighttime card. It's got a Wolfpack enemy that's hard to reach. You might be wondering, how in the world do you ever get to these hanging nodes if you have to go bottom to the top? But the secret is that on the other side, both of these are traps. So if you go to one of those traps, you roll poorly, it flips, suddenly you're at a bonfire, or suddenly you're fighting a wolfpack. So we'll add that nighttime card to the top. And because I explored a nighttime card, I flip. We're going to go to the merchant. We're going to burn one item. Oh, it's fine. So the Magic 8 Ball is an infinite use item, and it lets you banish an unapplied blue to set a committed die to a crit. Manufacture crits. It's pretty cool. But we don't like banishing extra dice, so I'll spend $3 to get my red die back. Now we have no money. So I guess we're going... Man, there's no way I can survive a Wolfpack encounter right now, right? 4 enemies? $0, so the Leprechaun is... Wait a second. Leprechaun's bribe is equal to your current gold. I can bribe the Leprechaun for free. I'm not seriously considering this Wolfpack fight, right? That would be just a bad idea. It's dumb. So here's the thing. If I go here, and then I go to this fire, then I can't make it to... There's a Wolfpack right here, just barely off screen. So that cuts me off. So I can only access one of these two anyway. And if I go this way and miss this one, there's another one I will also miss. So I'm actually going to just say, let's go left. Oh yeah, I guess we're done with this card, so we could put this over here. Alright, so we're fighting a blighted... Oh, I just realized I could have done this one and then gone left. Is that what I want? Just seems like... How many Wolfpack enemies are left? There's 3, I think. 1, 2, 3. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know why I'm considering this. Seems like a terrible idea. It's a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. We can survive one extra Wolfpack enemy beefing up the guy at the end, right? Surely. Yeah. We have so many dice right now. You know what? Fortune favors the bold. This ability is called wolf hunting. It's not called runt hunting. We're wolf hunting. So we're going to go here. This is a super terrible idea. So we're going to pull in 4 friends. 1, 2, 3. And another runt. Okay, 2 runts. Great. And another run is on top. Who shuffled this deck? Alright, bottom Wolfpack enemy. It is Prowl. He has +1 attack for each item in your inventory. Well, it's kind of not fair because I have this one item that's not real, but whatever. So, we get the opportunity to bribe. We have $0, but the Leprechaun is not interested in us because we have no money, so he's going to leave us alone. So that's a free bribe. Can't bribe anything else, so we're just gonna have to go in. Start of the engagement, you can exhaust up to 2 dice. I can't commit dice unless they're exhausted. I can take a couple hits here. So Sheldon turns all rolled hits to misses if possible, and crits to hits. That is terrible. I think we're going to have to banish the red just to get around that, which is annoying. So I'm going to do it right now. Banish the red die. Flips me back. So that gives me $5. Up to 5 now. Man. Start of the engagement. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Oh, whatever. Start of the engagement still now. Exhaust up to 2 dice. Do a purple and a blue so we can roll purples and blues and yellows. We need to do at minimum 7 damage. Take out prowl. We really want to get our stats up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get 3 rolls. So we'll do 3 purples, 3 blues. I think we're just going to take some runt hits here, I think. They don't get very much money anyway if you defeat them. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that takes out prowl. I moved off screen for some reason. There he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we defeat him. +1 to any stat. I'm going to take recovery to 4. All right, that's it. So we're going to take 2 hits, go down to 1 health. Plenty. So these guys go away. This guy goes away. These all exhaust. Prowl is defeated. That's 3 Wolfpack enemies down, 2 to go. Technically, the scouting area should be revealed to us at this point. So let's see what's coming. Angry Roots. Why? Leave me alone. Okay, we get 4 dice back. I think we're going to take back 4 purples. We'll take back 3 purples. No, 2 purples, 2 blues. Yeah, I'll take back 2 blues, 2 purples so we can fight this runt. Alright, so our exhausted dice are right there. Man. Alright, we gotta take out these Wolfpack enemies, so let's do the Fable, I guess. So come over here. The toll is $2. So we'll go from 5 down to 3. And we'll do a Fable. Please, Fable. Don't mess me over again. It's the back of Brian. Stagnant Pawn. Pay 3 gold to roll 4 yellow from any area. For each hit, roll +1 health, then return all rolled dice to their original areas. Pay some gold to maybe get some health. Yeah, I kind of want to do that. It's all my gold. Puts me down to 0. What are we bribing with 3 gold anyway, right? Alright, so 1 is exhausted. The other 3 are in my ready. So I'm going to roll. What does it say here? For each hit rolled. So we're looking for hits and crits. This is... Odds on this aren't very good, actually. I think this is a bad deal. I think I just wasted $3. But how I roll, maybe it's not a bad deal. Oh! Ho ho! 2 hits. Yes, please. Alright, back to 3 health. Easy go, easy come, or something. Alright, so those 3 yellows return to my ready. The other one exhausts again. All right. Then we're going to come up here. Fight the old runt. He's blighted. Blighted gives him +2 health and +1 attack. So he has 5 health. And I can't roll dice unless they're already over here. But there already are a bunch over there, so that's all right. 5 health. That's a lot of dice. Got 3 rolls to do it. I'm just going to roll 2 blues, 2 purples. I don't want to lose any more dice than I already have. There we go. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bonk. $2. $2 for my troubles. And then I get 4 dice back, so I'll just take... take back 3 purples and 1 blue. Next. Oh my goodness. Gross. Alright, we're fighting the angry roots. Ooh! Something very interesting just happened. As you can see, top of the deck, which is the 3rd scouted enemy, it's the Dark Fairy. Dark Fairy says at the start of the engagement, immediately swap all ready dice with all exhausted dice. And because the node after this one is a wolf pack with 3 enemies, we're going to pull him in. So we're going to just throw everything at Angry Roots. Okay, so he says, at the start of the engagement, add a daytime card to your path if able, and you can flip any number of cards in your path to nighttime. For each one flipped, you do 2 damage to him. So flipping it from daytime to nighttime does not count as exploring at nighttime, I don't think. So we'll just add a daytime, way off camera where you can't see it. Speaking of which, I will condense the map. Okay, so we can just go crazy. Roll every single die. We're not flipping nothing. It's gonna give us $5, which is just great. Things are working out. Things are working out. Oh wow, I used up all my crit luck right here. This is 6 damage. 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. We just rolled, so he's defeated. Yeah, just exhaust everything. So we get 5 gold back. So that's $7 now we're at. Okay. Now the question is, how many dice do we want to recover? We have how many map cards left? We have 1. So we only get 1 more chance to flip before the end of the game. I guess I'll take a singular yellow back. All right. That's the end of the round. Next round, I will explore with 1 yellow die. We want a nighttime card here so we can get our banish back. Okay, we did it. So we explored a nighttime card, so this is going to flip us. And what's the last nighttime card? It's this one. To get to the fire, you've got to go through the kitchen or something. I don't know. It's the back of this thing. Even worse. Nothing good about that card. That card is not good. All right, we have to go to the merchant. Let's see the item. We have $7. Enemies on blighted nodes have minus attack instead of plus. And then on the flip side, you can bribe them instead. It said fine item. It's not the best item. Just realized if I buy back my red die, it's gonna exhaust. It's fine. I'll spend $3, go down to $4. So we get this back in our active pool. And we're going to fight this wolfpack enemy. All right, second to last one. It's Guzzle. Holy moly, he has so much health. That is a lot of health. All right, so then we pull in Wither, we pull in Weevil, and we pull in the Dark Fairy. Dark Fairy gives us all of our dice back except for the red die, which is going to exhaust. All right, do a little organization of the dice over here. All right, man, that is not fun. Guzzle. When activated, you may banish any number of dice. Yes, -1 health for each banished die. I really don't want to banish any dice. But 13 damage is 13 damage. You know what? I could have bribed this lady if I didn't want to flip a card at nighttime. Guess technically I still can. How bad are these nighttime cards? How bad is this one over here? Oh my goodness, that one's terrible. This one gets slightly worse. Man, the fact that this would be back-to-back wolf encounters is awful. And we just banished 4 yellow dice, knock them down to 9 health. That's still a lot of health. Oh, I can banish the red die to defeat something. Yeah, I think we're going to banish 4 yellows. That knocks them down to 9. Start there, I guess. So we have 4 recovery. So he has 9 health. We need to do 5 damage to him plus banish the red. Okay. That's 4 damage. Let's roll some greens. 1 for each other enemy, I guess. Alright, roll number 2. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, we'll put that on Guzzle. We're going to banish our exhausted red die to defeat him. We gain and upgrade a random item. So I'm just going to pull the bottom item off the merchant pile. It's a stick. Oh, the stick. That is so good. So after you recover dice, recover 1 additional die. When you suffer any amount of damage, discard the stick. Upgraded. Recover dice, recover 1 additional. When you suffer any amount of damage, flip it to its ordinary side. Okay, so it's protected from me losing it. So I need to remember that I'm recovering extra dice. Put this down here. And I need to not take damage. So that was roll number 2, I think. Oh, I only have 1 roll left. I need to kill 3 enemies or my walking stick becomes a regular walking stick. Throw in 1 more green. Got 3 greens and a purple to do 3 damage. Oh, this flips because I banished a red die. Alright, please give me 3 hits. Alright, that'll do. 1, 2, 3. So that's 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So go up to $8. Alright, he's all exhaust. Okay. This one has an after effect. Flip a daytime card to nighttime or add a nighttime card to your path, then draw and trigger a fable. So there's a card up here. So this card, I'm going to flip it to nighttime. Yep. And then I'll draw and trigger a Fable. I probably should have bribed her. That would have been smart. What's this do? Add up your total stat. So if your total stat's up to 9 or less, +1 to any stat. 3 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. If it's 10 or more, recover all exhausted dice. Well, I forgot to recover my 5 dice, so it would have been this, so I get 2 extra dice back, basically. Well, okay, that's fine. Okay, Guzzle's gone. Get out of here, Guzzle. We have one dude left, and I do not remember which one it is. Well, first we get to see what the scouting line tells us. Okay, so if we go fight this wolf pack enemy, it's going to be 4 enemies plus the wolf pack. That is a lot. But now we recover 5 dice. There's a lot of bad effects coming in the pipeline right now. I guess we can't really afford to fight this last wolfpack guy at this point in time. I think we're just going to go... Do we need to go to the merchant? I don't think so. Buying back that red at this point is not going to happen. And I can't explore any more nighttime cards anyway, so we're just going to have to defeat everything else the old-fashioned way. With money. Money solves all problems. All right. So we'll go forward. We're fighting 3 enemies now. I'll pull this aside. Slide these down. 3 enemies. So 1, 2, 3. We have 4-3 strategy. I think I might have pulled 1 extra enemy. Yeah, I think I saw too many, but that's fine. Whatever. All right. We have $8. I kind of want to pay money to get rid of Slither. Slither's ability is annoying. So I will go from 8 down to 2. Get rid of Slither. All right, we got Briarn and Craw. We can't roll, commit, or use purples for effects, and crits are bad. So we have 3 strategy. We recover 4 plus 1 dice. I'm gonna roll my blues first, my first strategy. That is a crazy terrible roll. Man, 3 misses and a hit. Roll number 2, we'll add in 2 greens. It's suddenly looking kind of bad. They're not looking good right now. Oh, okay. In the applied die step, you may reroll any number of unapplied crits any number of times when you apply a crit to an enemy -1 health. So we will reroll this green crit. That is terrible, actually. I should have. Oh, it's over. My life is over. Man. Man. We need to do 8 damage without any crits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Chances of that are just really low. Is that my last roll? Did I roll 3 times already? I don't remember. I don't remember. Okay. well, let's just say that that was my last roll since I can't remember. So all these go away. What a waste of everything. These guys both hit me for 1, knocks me down to 1. My walking stick becomes just a regular stick. I recover 4 dice plus 1 because of the walking stick. Sorry, regular stick. Man. Man, oh man. That not rolling purple thing was secretly terrible. Well, that was that fight. Okay. Alright, so now we move up. We're fighting a blighted craw. So pull him in. Slide this stuff over. Alright, he's got 5, but he's blighted, so he has 7 health. 4, 6. So I'm gonna roll 4 purple, 2 blue. We have to defeat this guy. We don't have enough money to bribe him. It's okay, we have a lot of fire coming toward us. Okay, that's kind of it. Well, actually, we can't do crits right now, so we might as well just apply hits. There's 3. Why am I rolling 6 dice? Oh, that's right, 7. Oh, right, yeah, what am I saying? Let's throw an extra blue in there. Alright, roll number 2 out of 3. 3 strategy is not good. These are both unapplied crits. I can re-roll them. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. That is 7. Get out of here. Gives me $4. Puts me to 6. $6 in the bank. Alright, we get 4 dice back, plus an extra die back for the walking stick. Sorry, not walking stick, regular stick. I'm so used to my sweet walking stick. Okay, so now we'll go to this bonfire. Might as well. Well, being at 1 health is not great, so we'll go to 3. Now we have to decide where we want to go. I guess we're going left. Yeah. We'll go left. Get this stuff coming up. Ooh, we're gonna have the funnel web. Gonna have to bribe him for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so we went to the bonfire. It's got a toll, so we pay $2. Banish any die or pay 2 gold. It's coming up here. Nothing I can banish. Alright, pay $2. Now we can do something at the bonfire. Do we want to go to 4 strategy? We're already forgetting how many strategies we have. Do need dice back. Could take health. That just seems like a good way to lose a walking stick. We'll go to 5 recovery. Why not? Okay, that's the end of that round. Do I want to go to the merchant before I fight these 3? Really want to bribe the funnel web so I can't spend any money. Yeah, we're just gonna move on. I'm gonna condense my map again. Alright, so we're fighting 3 enemies. 1, 2, 3. Man, it's Funnel Web City out here. The thing with the Funnel Web is he has a lot of health. And if you bribe him, you set him aside, you add him as an extra enemy. And if you bribe him again, he does it again. So he just keeps taking your money. Just keeps taking your money. All right, we kind of need to bribe him though for now. So, do we? Yeah, that's a lot of damage. So we'll bribe down to 3. So we'll set him up here. We can't see him for now, so just these two guys. So his health on the nighttime is 1 plus your highest stat. Oh, buddy, that's 6 health. 2 enemies with 6 health. Yikes. This is terrible. Bribery step, you can banish any number of ready dice for each die banished. The bribe cost is reduced by the number of hits. Yeah, I don't have very much money. I don't have enough money. Okay. We're going to lose our stick if I don't do an insane amount of damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 dice to do 12 damage. That is a lot of damage. Three rolls. I feel like I just need some luck on my side here. I probably shouldn't be rolling all these dice, but I am. So we're not going to make it to the wolf, I don't think, today. Okay, there's some crits. We needed those crits. There's 3 crits. So 2, 4, 6. Bonk. It gives me $3 to 6. The other guy also has 6 health. We have 4 right here. We'll take the green hit, roll everything else again, because purples have a high chance of hitting. Might get a crit. We need 5 damage on 5 dice. That seems doable in 2 rolls. That's a crit. That's 3 damage. Okay, we just need this. Yeah, we need 3 more damage. There it is. The purple missed. The green hit. The blue hit. The other purple missed. Come on. That is a joke. All right. Fine. That's how it's going to be. So the reward is 1 plus your highest stat. That's $6 up to 12. Man, I haven't had this much money in a long time. Haven't had this much money in a long time. Okay, we get 5 dice back plus 1 from the stick. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 blues. 5, 6. Yeah. Let's just do that for now. Oh, the next node is another mob node where I fight a bunch of dudes. I'm gonna have 2 funnel webs just chasing me until the end of time. Alright. Well, I don't need to go to the merchant yet, because we have a fable coming up, so let's just do that. So we pay $2, knocks us down to 10. Pull a fable. Discard the leftmost scouted enemy and gain its reward. Woo! Okay, thank you. That is $4. Puts me up to 14. All right, now we will roll 1 blue die to explore. Oh, why is this purple over here? I probably should have been exhausted. All right. Rolled a miss. Interesting thing about the granny's house is that the rules say when you put it out, it goes on its current side, so it does not roll the bad side. There are some higher difficulty modifiers that make granny's house go out on the higher difficulty side, and there's some traps, so there's always a good old-fashioned trap. So that's way up there. Got a few more cards to go for granny's house. All right. We spent 1 die, so we get to visit the merchant. Hey, it's this. Oh, I didn't take damage. That's right. Smelting pot. That item is actually quite good. But I think we need to get dice back first. We'll spend $4 to get 2 greens. 2, 4 for 2 more greens. Put this down to 6. Let's just stick with that for now. Do I want to buy the smelting pot? Start of each engagement, you can discard any item to defeat an enemy. You don't get the reward. The upgraded version lets us get the reward. Yeah, we'll just not take it. All right. Right. Moving on. Let's condense again. Pick up the pace, Brendan. Focus. All right. We're fighting three enemies, plus a funnel web, extra funnel web. So these 3, plus an extra funnel web. Ooh, there's the Dark Fairy. I mean, 14, 18, 19 damage is not happening. We're going to bribe 1 funnel web down to $5. So this top one that you can't even see is gone for now. What's the next node? 3 enemies. So after 1. So the Dark Fairy will be a part of the next node. Can we do 12 damage on 9 dice? 12 damage on 9 dice. 12 damage on 9 dice. We have to try. No better time than now. Dark Fairy's coming. Yeah, we have 3 strategy. Yeah, this is kind of cooked. All right, that's 2 crits. We need that in our lives. Okay. It's 4. We need 3 crits, right? We had 9 dice. Then 6 damage, 4. Yeah, I think that's right math. All right, we'll just, I should have saved those green hits, but that's right. We'll roll it again. Roll number 2 of 3. Oh, that's a blue die. Come here. No crits. Some green hits, though. Do 1 over here. Gives me $1. We'll take this green hit. This is 4. This is 5. So there's the walking stick. Then, oh well. I don't think that's enough to defeat both. Yeah, so so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not gonna apply anything on Ren. because he's going to banish stuff. This guy gives me $5, puts me to 11. And Ren's just going to hit me for 1. Knocks me down to 2, but knocks the walking stick out of my hand, unfortunately. Yep, all that exhausts, which is fine because we're going to get everything back. Because the Dark Fairy is a coming. Let's see here. Do we want to do anything? So Dark Fairy is about to come and give us our dice back. I'm going to visit the merchant. Might as well. So after you've explored your full path, you can still use dice to visit the merchant. I have 3 dice. I don't know if you still get the gold from visiting the merchant. I don't know. I'll roll 3 dice. We'll see what happens. I rolled 2 crits, of course. Nice. So theoretically, I would get 2 gold. Let me read what the card says. On a crit, in addition to adding a daytime card, plus 1 gold. Yeah, I don't know. I think you still get the gold, but I'll just play that I don't get the gold. I'm already losing anyway, so it's not like it matters. But we will see 3 items. We have $11, so there's a butter knife, map, and a potion. Maybe I just buy back some banished dice. This recovers all blues and yellows, and purples and greens if I upgrade it. Yeah, blues and yellows is kind of bad because I have so many banished dice. I think we just save all our money for bribing people. I think that's the kind of mood we're in right now. So we'll just dump all those items. So I don't even know why I visited the merchant. Maybe just to hunt for a better item. All right, next round, or next part. We'll move up here. We'll fight 3 enemies. 1, 2. This guy gives us our dice back. 3. Funnel web shows up. These guys get scouted. Ooh, the blunderboss is coming. In an awkward timing. So I get all these dice over here back. So I got some purples, some blues, some greens. All of our yellows and our 1 red is gone. Still. Just thought I would keep you updated on that. Alright, so we're fighting this stuff up here. And the funnel web showed up as well. Man. We have $11 for bribing things. We're going to bribe the funnel web, I think, because he has a lot of health. Knocks us down to 10. He goes away for now. Whatever. Then it's 8, 9 damage. This guy banishes dice. Let's get rid of him, actually. Knock us down to $5. And then we can fight the rest of this stuff by our lonesome. We recover 5 dice. We might as well roll 5 dice to do 5 damage. Start of each recovery phase after the first, lose health. Let's not do that. Okay, we rolled a crit, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1 on the Dark Fairy. That's $5 total. Puts us back up to 10. No gain, no loss. We get all of our dice back because we have enough recovery to do so. After bribing set aside, the next time an enemy is activated, activate funnel web as well. Okay. That was that, so we'll move. We have to go left or right. Trying to look up the path, figure out which way is best to go. Backside of Granny's. Yeah. Guess we'll just pay the toll. Oh yeah, I could skip over the Fable to go to the fire. That seems like a good idea. Probably get some health out of that fire. What's the backside of this card? Yeah, no. We're gonna pay this. We're gonna go this way. Sorry, pay the toll. It's $2. Goes down to 8. Feeling slightly risk averse right now. And we draw a Fable. Our deck is getting a little skinny. Either banish your 2 strongest ready dice or swap your hero for any hero from the box, starting on the side of your choice and setting your stats or starting stats. That is crazy. Curse transformation. Man, banish your 2 strongest ready dice. Yikes. Alright, there goes 2 purples. Alright, I was just starting to get a little bit of hope left back in my body. Now it's gone again. Alright. Well, that was fun. Glad we did that. Next round, we'll go here. We'll take some health, puts us up to 4. Alright. Come up here. Let's move this down here. And we'll come this way. We'll pay the toll. $6. Pulls in Prickle. And Funnel Web joins the party. It's my last card in the deck. I'm going to have to shuffle soon. Alright. So those 2... It's 10 health. Guess it's time to get rid of the Funnel Web. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need to do 10 damage. 3 rolls. Let's roll 8 dice for now. Maybe get some crits. That's 1 crit. Put it on Prickle first. We'll just take out Prickle. Goes down to, or I guess it's 3 gold. It's up to 9. Alright, roll number 2. I think we need 1 more crit. We have 1, 2, 4, 6 dice for 7 damage. That's another crit. Rolling some misses here. 2, 3, 4. Put 1 more green in. Not feeling great about this. We do have a lot of health to spare. That's alright. I already made the decision. I should have just let him hit me. I shouldn't have wasted all these dice. I was smart. I was thinking. Okay. We'll just kill him super hard. That's 6, 7. Not that hard, actually. I guess 8 damage. Alright, he gives me 5 gold, so that's something of a consolation. Puts me up to 14. Everything goes over. Alright, these 2 enemies are gone. I get 5 dice back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, man. And the blunderboss is not going to do me any favors this go around. Just going to be a pain in the neck if I want to defeat him. And one last strategy. Alright, we kind of need to go to the merchant and buy some dice back. How much does the big bad wolf do? He has 9 health. Just 3 damage. Okay. It's kind of winnable. He'll do 4 damage if I don't take out another wolfpack enemy, though. That's the kicker. Let's go to the merchant. I don't know why I'm rolling the die since I already determined I'm not going to take the money. We'll see one item from the merchant. Hey, it's the axe. Yellows do more damage. Good thing I lost all my yellows. So let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, $10. 2, 4, 6. Spend $6. Which puts me down to 8, which is exactly enough to bribe the blunderboss. All right, now I'll move forward. Blunderboss is here. And then this deck needs to get shuffled. So we're going to bribe the blunderboss. We don't have to fight him. He's going to go away. All right, so move this down. We're finally about to reach Grandma's house, so we'll go forward. We're going to roll a blue die soon. Let's actually do a little more shuffling. It doesn't really matter because the last two enemies are going to go with Granny's house unless I roll poorly on a blue die, which would be extremely disastrous. All right, so we're at this last bonfire, last respite before Granny's house. That rolled a miss. It's over. It's actually over. Why? Why does it have to be over? Okay, wolf pack with 2 friends. Why not? What could go wrong? Let's howl. For each roll dice step, and each roll dice for each crit rolled, -1 health or immediately exhaust that die. Oh boy. And then I get plus gold for each thing. And oh, actually, that's kind of good on this last one. I don't get a rest though, which is just sad, depressing. All right, he brings in 2 friends. This guy and this guy, who's now super beefy. Oh, I don't think I ever spent that $8, by the way. I'm not going to cheat. So let's go down to 0. So this is a fight for our lives here. And maybe we just eat the hit from the Toadstool Imp. Just do 7 damage. So we have 5 recovery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's roll 5 dice for now. Oh man, I have extra dice I need to get back to. That's gross. Man. Ooh, okay, 2 crits. That's a good start. 2, 4. Oh wait, for each, in each roll dice step, for each crit rolled, -1 health or immediately exhaust that die. Oh my goodness. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Okay, well, I just got some good news from finishing the scouting, is that all my dice are going to come back. So I guess we'll exhaust these 2 dice. Put 2 purple hits on them. We'll add the rest of our dice to this roll. We have to kill him. Oh my gosh, if I exhaust this, I can't kill him. -1. Okay, we're going to take the health loss. Probably a bad idea. Let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, plus the Weevil. So that's 1 gold from the Weevil. And this says, +1 gold for each droplet and plus on my current thing. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gold. To add on to our 1 gives us 11. So we're going to be using that to bribe as much as we can for this final fight. So the Toadstool Imp is going to smack me for 2, which knocks me down to 1. Means I have no room for mistakes. But we defeated all 5 Wolfpack enemies not by choice. What is the backside of his ability? Okay, so now we go to the final fight. The big bad wolf finally is here. He's going to pull him in, and then he pulls in 4 friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have $11 for bribing. We're definitely getting rid of that guy for 5. Puts us down to... Oh, you know what? Maybe should have visited the merchant. That's what I meant, I guess. Go down to 6. Bribe that guy away. Honestly, I think we just bribe as much as we can. We have $6 left. We can bribe 2 3s, I guess. Boom, boom. Might as well, I guess. So we'll go down to $0. Whoop, that's not how you do that. So both these are gone. So now I just need 10 damage. Oh, wait. No. I need this guy. Yeah. All right. So we have $3 left. We need to keep this guy because he gives us our dice back. So start of the engagement, we get our dice back. Do we have enough here to do enough damage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need like 1 crit. Okay. In each round, you can only roll 1 die of each color. Any committed dice cannot be rolled. Are immediately exhausted. -1 to any stat. So what do we got here? We got 4 blues and 4 greens, so we need to roll 4 of each color. You can only roll 1 die of each color. We made -1 for +1 to the number of each color. So I need to take 3 stat hits. So we're going to take it all from recovery. So it's going to go from 5 down to 2. So now I can roll all my dice 3 times. And I need to get 1 or 2 crits. Okay, it all comes down to this. We're just going to put it right here. I'm going to shake with both hands. That's how you roll crits. Oh, I just rolled past the dice tray. Not a good start, though. All right. That's 1 crit. All right. Roll number 2. Need some better luck than that game. Come on, dice, please. I beg of you. I keep rolling past the dice tray. Okay. Oh, wow. How did I roll so many crits? So I have 8 damage on him. 9 kills him. And then +1. And these don't matter. Oh, yeah. In case you forgot, there's the alpha card. The final boss has +1/+1 for each Wolfpack enemy that wasn't defeated. I defeated all of them. Not by choice, dang it. Big Bad Wolf just got critted to oblivion and back. It's the camera. The camera makes the crits roll. I don't know what it is. That's the game, though. I won. Somehow. It looked very bleak for a long time. We went through a lot of night cards with a lot of heavy, painful encounters. We somehow managed to pull it off with skill, determination, 10% luck, however that goes. So yeah, that's 20 strong, Tanglewoods Red. Normally my regular playthroughs only take an hour, so I apologize for the video being for so long. But man, I love this game. It's so good. Every time, so good. And hopefully you got to learn a little bit of something about that banish strategy I kind of showed off. Still not necessarily 100%, on how to manage banishing it and then getting it back and putting out night cards and that kind of balance, because those night cards are significantly harder. So anyway, I won't make this video go on any longer than it needs to. That was 20 strong. Tanglewoods Red. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, bless